Hey everyone, this is Ryan Ganley with RySide Studios, and today's VidTut's going to be about mobile web design or responsive design. And responsive design is all the rage, and for a good reason. What it is a new method that developers are using to show websites on multiple size devices, phones and tablets and desktops and laptops, and the websites look great no matter what. They're still just as readable, and it's one of the most important things that I learned in design school is to make sure your content's readable because you're delivering a message. So here's a website. This is my website, and this is what it looks like on a laptop. And you can see, everything's there's some left and right stuff going on, and there's text in places, and it is what it is. Well, what happens when someone wants to see this website on, let's say, a phone? Well, let's go down to the phone version here, and here it is. Look at that. Everything's stacking up where it should be. I can read it. I'm not struggling to find stuff. I'm not dragging all over the screen to figure stuff out. Now, so the other things a responsive site really should have is some type of simple navigation button up here that when pressed, tapped with a finger, you open up other items. Now remember, there's no hover on responsive, so you need to kind of think like that when you're developing. So it's important to make sure your developer knows, that when you're hovering, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to bring up a finger or anything like that. So unfortunately, this tutorial is not going to show you the difference between hover and non-hover, but this website is made so it's not going to show hover. And that's very important for viewers. It can be very frustrating. Okay, so let's go down, see that this website is actually viewable on things all the way down to these little Galaxy wide phones. Again, responsive just resizes everything so it fits nicely inside your pocket. So let's look at a couple other examples of responsive sites. And you can see that this is my other website, and we have our regular content and everything. And let's go small or responsive, and you can see everything stacking up great. And we got a new nav item up here, and it's actually a little bit different designs floating to the right. And the other thing about responsive is you want to keep in mind that these devices may not have certain technologies like Flash. And this is not a Flash screen. This is actually JavaScript. So we want to kind of remember that it's not just about stacking things up. It's about making sure that the technology still works. If not, you turn it off when it goes responsive. So we'll take a look at this guy. This is one of our other products. And drop this down. Let's see. Another navigation item. Real simple, real clean. And here's one of our latest sites. And what we did here was we had a fixed header. So that didn't move when we scrolled, but that wouldn't work when it goes responsive, so that would take up a ton of the screen. So what we did was, grabbing the wrong thing here. What we did here is that we put that item, we made it so it was no longer fixed, no longer sticky. So now I'm scrolling, it's no longer kind of in my, always up here in my face. We also put the social information on the tippy top and content, address and phone number up top as well. So everything is kind of where people will need it as soon as they get there. So those are a couple examples of my mobile or my responsive websites, and I implore you as the business owner, or hopefully other people out there, to consider responsive as an example, as an option when you're building your websites, because they are going to be very important the more people use their phones instead of their desktop. Because they're always on the go, they always need their device, and they always need their internet. So make sure it's readable to all. Thanks for watching.